We can't talk about Christian Tradwife content without talking about how they fit into the bigger picture of evangelical women and power and influence in the church and in religious communities. In her book, The Preacher's Wife, Kate Bowler talks about how evangelical women have always had to carve out alternative places where they can exercise leadership, have influence, and do things like teach, because traditionally and still, women are denied the traditional seats of power in the church, whether that's being a pastor or being on an elder board. And so there's a long history of evangelical women finding influence as preachers' wives, as worship leaders, as authors, Bible study leaders, teachers on the women's conference circuit, or influencers. And so evangelicalism in the US has always sort of pushed women into these alternative modes of exercising authority, and in some cases even just making a living. Women who feel called to ministry have always had to envision a role that is different than what a man might see as a very clear trajectory toward becoming the pastor of a church. Now, what does this have to do with Tradwife content? Well, it is part of the influencer space, and the same incentives that drive Christian women toward becoming Christian influencers are driving them in this direction. And Tradwife content has a lot of things going for it. There is obviously a demand and an audience for this. The aesthetic seems to be resonating with audiences in faith spaces and outside of them. It intersects in some really convenient ways with sort of wellness and crunchy spaces, which is a whole other topic. It's also a really convenient moment for this content to be popular for conservative Christians who want to strengthen the definition of manhood and womanhood against what they perceive as an attack on a biblical understanding of gender. And so all of these things together make this an appealing and strategic place for Christian content creators to be. The influencer sphere has become a popular place where Christian women can exercise some power and influence. And the Tradwife world has an audience right now.